this is the Jurassic Park of skate parks. It is nestled in between these high, lush mountains in a really raw and untouched part of the world. This place is often referred to as the Lost Skatepark of Mikasa, and it is located in a city called Mikasa on the island of Hokkaido, Japan. We can't actually get a date from when this one was built. It could possibly be 80s or 90s. It could be even later, so we're not really sure. During 2001, it actually made the cover of Thrasher, and I have added a link to that in the description below. It also made a feature in a few videos from 2008 and a part of Thrasher's Japan tour video. So this park is just fucking gnarly. I have never really seen anything like this, to be honest. So it's made up of this like concrete S, and it's this sort of S shape is not connected to anything. It's just like a freestanding vertical wall that bends into this S shape. Now, in the center of the park, there's this huge like cylindrical structure which almost looks like a flower box or planter box or something. Again, it's like super steep and gnarly. There's actually a big tree growing in the center, so it looks damn cool, to be honest. The third section is this insane vert pipe that ends at this just really gnarly bowl. And from the sky, it almost looks like it's a bent thermometer or like a test tube that you would use in a lab for kind of like scientific research. The concrete and just the look of this thing is so ominous, and the pipe is super steep with zero coping or even platforms, plus the edges just look razor sharp, so it looks like a damn challenge to skate. The other factor is that the concrete is rough as guts, so stacking it here and you would definitely grind off a few layers of skin, that is for sure. When you're even seeing really good, even like pro skaters riding this place, they're still kind of treating it with a fair bit of hesitation, and some of the footage, they're actually stacking it pretty hard because the transition and just angle and just the setup is just ruthless. So yeah, I would definitely be cautious about how you're going to handle the Mikasa skate park if you ever find your way there. Hokkaido is the second largest island in Japan, with the capital being Sapporo. So the city of Mikasa was one of the birthplaces of coal mining and the railroad industry in Japan. So it once flourished with an abundance of coal mining, yet when the mines actually closed, it caused the population to fall rapidly, and now you have a lot of people that travel to Mikasa because it's more of a tourist destination, with people being drawn there for its real agricultural beauty. When we're looking into this thing, you might actually think that it's like some type of bunker system remaining from World War II. The bowl could be like the remaining foundation of an anti-aircraft gun or something. It's just nuts. If any of you remember actually like the Lakewood Center Skateboarding World, they had a pipe that looks reasonably similar to this. So, I mean, this place could potentially have been built in the 70s. I just have absolutely no idea. The style is so unusual, and it's just not your regular skate park setup. It looks like it would only really cater for really advanced skaters. So I'm not really sure what the aim was when it was open to the general public. It would have had just been a death trap for beginners. So not really sure why it was built just to cater for advanced skaters. Yet the details of its history are super hazy. My first thought is that it was built during the time that the mining industry was, obviously really active, and it was a way to cater for kids and just for the families who worked within the mining industry. And then once the mines dried up and people started to leave the city, the skate park was used less and less. It's also said that the place is located on private land, and it is actually closed off to the public. The owner has forbidden the general public to use it because of just the risk of injury. And now looking at the place from street view, there's no fence or there's no barrier stopping people from entering. So many people would just assume that it was open to the general public, and there is like a family activity center that is located in the grounds basically next door. So, and there is a camping ground there as well. So, you would still have a lot of people coming to it. I was reading in also some forums that it can be a little bit difficult to find this place. There is a really good Google map where it is pinned, so I'll put that in the description below if anybody in Japan or anybody is actually wanting to travel to Japan and you are a skateboarder, so I will put that in the description as well.